After you.
Yeah.
Go pop.
Age before beauty.
We've got fourth generations, I believe, and some people have told us maybe even more that are eating with us and have been dining with us. We still have guests that come in that remember dining with our grandparents.
Molina's Cantina. I think we've given it the personal touch and we stayed with it. I had an older brother that was already working in a hotel as a chef. And he told him, Raul, he said, I can get you a job here as a busboy. So he took the job. He quit the pipeline and I started his career in the restaurant business. My dad, he opened the restaurant back about in June of 1941. And we lived upstairs in one room there. I remember sleeping on the floor with my brother and I. I got a permanent job too, washing dishes and cook helper. And I was every bit of 13 years old then. And I told my dad, you know, it's called Mexico City Restaurant. Is number one, it's awful long and doesn't really say who we are. So I think we ought to change this to Molina's Mexico City Restaurant. So Dad said, well, you know, if you change, put your name on it, you got to be really be behind it. You can't hide on just a name. So that's when we started Molina's Mexico City Restaurant. Well, that got kind of long, and after we opened a couple of more restaurants and making a sign, it got more expensive, putting all the letters in. So we cut it down to Molina's Cantina. In 1950s to 60s, up to the 70s, I mean, Mexican food took off, and really, we were just in the right business at the right time. One of the biggest items in the wintertime was chili, bowl of chili, beans, this, you know, enchiladas. Had a waiter, his name is Jose. He's a very enterprising young man. He told one of the cooks, hey, on the children, could have put a spoonful of taco meat on it? He looked at, okay. He did, he chunks it up and served it. And that started as one of the most popular dishes we have there, Jose's Dip. Because now other restaurants have just, you know, started copying, you know. But we were leaders of it. So we sort of fixed up stuff, you know. The enchiladas made it with the gravy that was tangy but not real spicy. And we used a good cheese that would melt easy. And then we added little onions for the Texans like onions and put that. And we just, you know, doctored up different things. And then we got mixed drinks, which was a great boom for all the restaurants. And I had to do a party for a gentleman in Florida. And one of his guests had a company here in Houston that had machines there for that froze drinks. And I asked him, do you think you could put a margarita mixing machine and freeze it to become frozen margarita? He said, yeah, I don't know, but we can try. Sure enough, it froze, so we started serving the frozen margaritas on the restaurant Main. That's kicked off real popular.
I watched my grandparents, you know, run the restaurants my entire life. Oh, I think they'd be really proud of us, you know.
You always want the son or daughter following their footsteps. And it's very seldom that you ever get anybody going the third generation.
This is our third location, and as we've gone through the years, we've moved around to different areas, but our mainstay is a family business. We're serving, I know, fourth generations, and some tell us even fifth generations of Houstonians, and we're third generation owners, operators, so we're real proud of that.
Hopefully there will be a fourth generation.
I'm very proud of them.